invite you for the qualification and then they don't play you at all, it means that you are just going to be an spectator. Yes, in the Nation Cup on the bench. You won't play.
But so, now, even if he doesn't play and we get to the final, we can always lift the trophy. Maybe that should be.
And I feel like this thing will disrupt the flow of the team.
Now, that's exactly where I'm going to. Do you think the team will miss William Troost-Ekong?
That leadership, they will, because he has a big impact in the dressing room and on the field. Even if he doesn't play, at least seeing your captain on the bench encouraging you guys, he has a big role to play in that. I
was given a rundown of the best captains that we've had in this 2021 century, and John Mikel Obi seems to be number 1. And if you look at number 2 is William Troost-Ekong. Number 3, as it should be Ahmed Musa. And down the line, the pecking order is JJ Okocha, number 6, according to Afric-Foot, who did this lineup. Will you be in agreement with that? That for Mikel Obi, it seems to be the best captain that we've had so far.
I don't. I think it's someone like Enyema. Enyema comes first before Mikel Obi.
Before Mikel Obi.
To you. Yeah, because Enyema was top notch. He coordinated his defense, and then during his time, you could barely. They won us Nation Cup in 2013 now with Enyema being the captain. So I think that was the top notch, and then followed by Mikel Obi. Mikel Obi tried, because why I say Mikel Obi tried in terms of maybe they go for international competition, and then somehow because of our NFF they got stranded. Mikel had to chip in and sort them out. So even in the Olympic, we know what happened in Olympic. How Mikel had to like carry the team in his head.
Now let's look at your ranking. Now you've called Enyema to be number 1. Yeah. Mikel Obi number 2. So who will be number 3 for you? Troost-Ekong number 3. Then who would be number 4?
Number 4, I can't put Ahmed Musa because he has not really captained us that much, that long. Yeah, in maybe one or few. But if I have to go back to maybe early 2000,
okay,
I'll bring in JJ
Okocha. So are you saying JJ Okocha before Kanu Nwankwo?
No, Kanu Nwankwo will put him in 19. And no, if you're talking about Kanu Nwankwo, then you should mention this late Stephen Keshi. You have to put him first before you have to put those ones. Yes, you have to put those guys first before you even talk about them Kanu or them.
It is what it is. One of these days we'll take our time and look at the best captain we've had so far for the Super Eagles. But I think we will, me in person, I would still love to see the presence of William Troost-Ekong. Seriously, his presence definitely will go a long way. But now it seems as if, what's his name again? Wilfred Ndidi might be taking over as captain.
Yeah.
Then if they give him as the substantive captain of the Super Eagles, who do you think will deputize for him?
If you ask me, I will say Osimhen. Because he has been with the team for a long time.
Yes, for a very long time.
So it's just so unfortunate that he has not really won something substantial.
Apart from the Nations Cup.
Yeah, he did not.
So apart from the under 17 World Cup that he won.
Yeah. So it's so unfortunate, but I think he has paid his dues. So he's supposed to like be the vice captain, so that when Ndidi go drop out, because very soon Ndidi will not give you like 4 or 5 years.
Yes, Ndidi won't.
And then Victor Osimhen can take over from there.
Okay, now let's go straight to the FIFA World Cup draws that went down in the United States. 48 teams, 12 groups containing 4 teams. And they will play 104 matches all throughout the tournament. 104 matches. Now, some matches will be played in the United States. Some matches will also be played in Mexico. And some will go down in Canada. Let's tell you that 11 cities in the United States will host 78 matches. 11 cities in the US will host 78 matches. 2 cities in Canada will host 13 matches. And 3 cities in Mexico will also host 13 matches. Now, the top two teams in each group, the top two teams in each group will automatically qualify for the round of 32. The top two teams in each group will qualify automatically for the round of 32. And the third best placed team, 8 of them, 8 third best placed team will also qualify for the round of 32. From the round of 32, we'll now have the round of 16, we'll now have the quarterfinals, we have the semifinals, then it will be the finals. Now let's look at the group so far. In Group A, we have Mexico, the host nation. We have South Africa. We have Korea Republic. Then we have, there's a playoff that will also go on. That's the winners playoff D will make up the top team. Then in Group B, we have Canada. We also have the winners of the playoff in A. We have Qatar. We have Switzerland. In Group B, we have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. But let's try to take it one after the other. Yeah. In Group A, we have Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Korea Republic. Then we also have one team coming out. How do you see this group? I don't know for the Bafana of South Africa, because we have to look at the South African team. South Africa, Mexico, Korea, then we'll wait for the winners of the playoffs that will go down in the month of March. Yeah. But how do you see this?
I'm seeing South Africa
coming out of this group?
Because I'm seeing Mexico top in the group, then South Africa will come up. No, a second. Because South Africa, they've been playing good football. Understand? So for
it's one team dominating the continent, is another team going outside the continent.
No. But they've been doing well here. The same as Morocco that are still doing well. And so South Africa, I think they will come up as second, so they will qualify.
South Africa will come out of that group. And in Group B, we have Canada, winners of the playoff. That will be determined in the month of March in Mexico 2026. We also have Qatar, then we have Switzerland. This is also a group that I see Switzerland with coming out also, Canada also, but it depends on the last team. Eventually then we'll now analyze this fully. But let's leave Group B alone because we'll still have to wait in the month of March 2026. In Group C, we have Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. It will be, I think, Brazil might come out of this one, but it will now be a struggle for Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Do you see Morocco coming out of this group?
It's not going to be a struggle for Morocco. Because, in fact, if Morocco get their ass together, they can top this group. They can top this group.
Against the Brazilian side?
Against Brazil, yeah. You saw what they did in last World Cup. So I think Morocco has all it takes to top this group. So if they don't top, then I'm giving it to Brazil. So 2 of them are coming out of the group.
If Nigeria had topped that group, would have been in Group A with South Africa. Okay, we'll leave Group D aside because we'll still have to wait for the playoffs for March 2026. But in that group, there's USA, Paraguay, Australia. So let's just leave it that way. We'll talk about that one later. Then in Group E, also a tough group. Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. Cote d'Ivoire.
I'm not seeing Cote d'Ivoire. Sorry, I'm not seeing them coming out of this.
I see Cote d'Ivoire either as runners-up in the group at second place, or if possible, picking the best third place team. We might pick a draw. Cote d'Ivoire might pick a draw against Germany. They will definitely spank Curacao. And then they can go for a win or a draw against Ecuador.
I think it's a draw there, but I'm not really convinced with them.
This is the elephant of Cote d'Ivoire. we might remember the likes of DJ Drogba because definitely they want to run around this team.
That was then.
Not now. They are still African champions, whether you like it or not. They are African champions until after December, if they will retain the title.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, in Group F, we'll still have to put that one on hold also because of the winners of the playoff. But let's tell you that Netherlands, Japan, and Tunisia are in that group of Group F. Then in Group G, we have Belgium, the Pharaohs of Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
This title.
It's a tricky group.
This title.
But
Belgium and Egypt
Belgium is not the Belgium we used to know. Belgium of Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku. I don't think it's Hazard. I don't think it's the Belgium we used to know.
No, but they will still find their way out.
They'll find a way out.
Belgium cannot be knocked out in group stage. It's not possible.
Let's look at two Arab teams in that group: Egypt and Iran.
Iran, no, remove Iran out of it. Remove Iran out of it, but Egypt will make it out.
Egypt will make it out of this.
Belgium, yeah.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Two North African side, Egypt and Morocco. According to Basi, definitely they will go through. And then in Group H, there's we can analyze this one: Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. This is really a tricky group for Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Cape Verde making they'll be making their debut. Yeah, they are good when it comes to the African side, but they are making their debut at the World Cup.
They might shock everybody.
They might shock. Yeah. They might shock Saudi Arabia, but shocking Uruguay and Cape Verde and Spain. That will be a tricky one.
I'm talking about Uruguay and this thing, not Spain.
Not Spain.
Spain would definitely top the group, but Cape Verde might shock everybody. They might come out second. So it's possible because they have good young players that are ready. And as you said, this is their first time in World Cup. I think they will want to make a statement that they are not coming here to play as well. So they can give them a run for their money.
We'll give them a run for their money. The Blue Sharks of Cape Verde, one of African representatives making their debut at the World Cup. Yes, for the first time, their flag will be hoisted either any of the cities. We'll have to confirm that one if it's going to be in Mexico or in the US or in Canada. But let's see how it pans out. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. I think that is a lot in that group. Now, we'll look at Group I, but we'll just take a glimpse of it because of the playoffs that has been expected there. France and Senegal meeting again. Just like we have Argentina and Nigeria always meeting at the World Cup. But now it is France and Senegal. It reminds me of Korea 2002. How Senegal shocked France, and now
it will still happen.
It will still happen. No. Let's see how we go. When we have the lights of what's his name again? Kylian Mbappe. We also have the lights of Sadio Mane for Senegal.
And the rest. But I think Senegal, even if they don't come out first, but they will still come out as second. They will come out. Yeah. I think France will maintain their position. They are like the whole power.
I don't think. I think well. France might struggle, but when it comes to the World Cup, it's a total different package entirely.
Well, that's when you expect someone like Kylian Mbappe, Kante, and the rest to come out. Because don't forget about the last World Cup that they nearly won the World Cup with beating Messi.
That was back in Qatar 2022.
So if you see that game, Mbappe carried that game on his head. Him and Messi.
So will he carry this one on his head?
He's still on his peak, so he will still do that.
Okay, let's see how it pans out. Like I said, we still have a team for that Group I. We'll definitely look at that one. And in Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I think it should be an easy one for Argentina. Yes, it should be an easy one. But Algeria will have to slug it out with Austria and Jordan.
Yeah. I'm seeing, I expect our African teams, African country to like make us proud. Understand? So that's why if you see me as in putting them ahead of any other team, please, you guys should forgive me.
Your expectations.
I expect them to do well in this because now it has been extended. We have more countries.
More countries.
So
it might be 10. It might be 10 if DR Congo makes it.
Yeah. I want to see them doing well. So I will still give it to Algeria. Algeria will still come out of this group.
The Desert Foxes of Algeria definitely will still come out from this group, according to Basim. Then we also have a Group K. We have Portugal. A team is also been expected, Uzbekistan and Colombia. I think Portugal might get a good one from here.
Yeah.
And also Colombia.
Colombia and Portugal, they will. Ronaldo effect.
Ronaldo effect. Okay. Then in Group L, we have England, Croatia meeting again. England, Croatia. We have Ghana and we have Panama. Ghana in the group of England.
This group is like group of death.
We don't call that the group of death.
This group is loaded.
The group is actually loaded.
England, Ghana,
Croatia.
I know.
If you say actually the group is indeed loaded.
It's
but
loaded,
also the group of France is also loaded. Group I. France, Senegal, Norway. It depends on the other team that will fit in.
Yeah. I think this England group is, but England will make it up. I don't know. Anyone can make.
It's a tricky group.
I'm telling you.
It's a tricky group.
But England will make it out of the group.
This should be
Croatia, Ghana.
Panama. Don't leave Panama out.
No. I'm telling you,
in each group we have spoilers.
Yeah.
In each group we have spoilers.
Yeah.
But let's see how we pan out. Hopefully,
it will be tough for Ghana to make it out of this.
It's a tough one. Hopefully, by the month of March 2026, we will now get all the teams that are through to the World Cup. We are still expecting 1, 2, 3, 4 teams, or 5 to also join up in this one. Then we'll have a complete team of 48. Yes, moving to the World Cup. This is the first time it has been expanded. And for the first time, we have 3 nations, hosting the World Cup. 3 in the countries of USA, Canada, and Mexico. Yeah. So let's see how we pan out. And we wish all the teams.
But this one is looking as if it's just in USA that are hosting. Because how can they only them handle like is there many matches? And
78 matches.
Imagine, and then the rest 3, 4.
78 matches.
No,
I wonder why it's like that.
It's just as if they are the one that hosted.
And they have the major hosting rights.
Yeah, they just want to use all that to make money.
Okay. I think we'll just give it to the North American region. Yes, the CONCACAF. Just leave it that way, because if you say USA alone, in as much as it's the country, I really don't want to go into the politics of it. Seriously, let's just leave it that way. Because I'm tempted to begin to ask some questions. Because truly speaking, the draws is in the US. Yeah. US hosting a lot of it. They should have taken the draw at least
out of
to Canada.
The other country.
Yes, to Canada. Let everyone have a feel of what's happening in Canada. Yeah. Then from there, I think. If you look at, we'll try to get the opening match. Definitely talk about that one. The opening match of the World Cup. And let's see how it pans out. Okay, now look at it now. We have South Africa, Korea might be the opening game, and also we have Mexico and also South Korea doing that. But like I said, we'll have the full template when those matches are already concluded in the month of March, talking about the playoffs. Okay, away from the World Cup, let's go straight to the Nigerian Premier Football League. Yes, action will resume this weekend before we head straight to Europe. But let's go for this quick break, and when we return, we'll now go straight to the MPFL games that will go down this weekend.
From the heart of Africa, where dreams are born and passion is boundless, a new wave of talent rises. In La Liga, these extraordinary athletes are not just playing the game, they're transforming it.
Rodriguez, the man chasing, it's Lamine Yamal! What a magnificent goal that is!
They shine on the world stage. Watch as they redefine football, inspire millions, and make history. La Liga, where dreams become reality.
Okay, glad to know you're still there, and welcome to the second half of the show. It is still Rapid Sports, the weekend edition, and like I said, a lot will be going down this weekend across each league venues. If time permits, we'll definitely go across the other. But we'll begin with the Nigerian Premier Football League, match number 16, if I'm not mistaken, that will be going down this weekend. And Basti and I will be looking at it and just touch one or two areas and see how it pans out. Now, let's tell you that El Academy Warriors will battle Barao FC, a privately owned club in Kano State. Kano Pillars at the Sani Abacha Stadium will welcome Kun Khalifa from Owerri. Abia Warriors will take on Rivers United. That's a big game. We also have Kwara United up against Niger Tornadoes. Plateau United will be up against Warri Wolves. Rangers will take on Bayelsa United. Remo Stars, defending champions, up against the People's Elephant, Eyimba. Then Wiki Tourists in Bauchi will host league leaders Ikorodu City. Katsina United will take on Bendel Insurance, and Nasarawa United at the Lafayette Township Stadium will welcome Shooting Stars of Ibadan. That will go down on Monday. But which of these games definitely will be attractive to you?
Kano Pillar, King Khalifa.
Kun Khalifa. Yeah. But Kano Pillars, funny enough, are rocked bottom of the table with just 9 points. They are really struggling. And Ahmed Musa is the one that is their GM.
That's why I really need Kun Khalifa to inflict more on them.
So that's the angle you're coming from. I didn't see that coming.
No, they've been giving us a lot of headache, Kano Pillars, because how can a team like that, a well-known team that has done well in the past, all of a sudden, because of their fans, they started misbehaving and the rest. And I think they should be relegated. That's me.
And this should be relegated. If they are relegated, this will be the second time they'll be going down in 2-3 years. And
they don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. Their fans, I don't know what's going on. Any small thing, they will start being violent.
And it's not only in Kano State, also at the Muhammadu Diko Stadium in Katsina. Yeah. They've also banished Katsina United.
Yeah, I think it's good. Maybe the point that they are deducting, in fact, there should be a stiff implication on them. Understand? Anybody that their fans do this and do that, they should be relegated or remove 30 points from them.
9.5 million, if I'm not mistaken. Also, they were banished and points deducted. Is that point deduction that is affecting Kano Pillars now?
It's even small. The one that they deducted, it should be 30 points.
They are still struggling. So that means they'll not be running into minus, even when they've not gotten into minus.
So that they can learn. Because it's just as if they don't want to learn. You guys did this and the last time, and then you cannot, like the management and everybody, they should be able to sensitize their fans, talk to their fans and see, we don't need this in football. Have you seen maybe Chelsea and Man U play and then you see crowd going? No, it's not happening anywhere. And then you guys do this every single season. Referee will come to blow match for you, and then they will be scared that something like will happen.
And they don't even give police protection because they don't provide all this.
Of course. So it's not nice. We don't need this in our football. We need to grow.
Remo Stars and Eyimba. Those are the two big teams for me this weekend. Remo Stars and Eyimba. Then Nasarawa United and Shooting Stars, because Nasarawa United and Ikorodu City, they've been going up and down the table. If it is not Nasarawa, it will be Ikorodu City. They've done that twice now that I have seen. So these are the games I really want to. But what will you say about Remo Stars and Eyimba?
Eyimba, they are traditional team, so I think they should be able to
They sacked their coach, and now they brought in another one again. I think they won their last game.
The coach should be, because when a new coach come, everybody want to impress. They want to impress, so that this and that. So I think this will work out for them, and they will have to win or draw this game. No.
Okay, let's see how it pans out. We wish Nasarawa United and also Ikorodu City the very best this weekend. And our eyes will be gazed on the game between Remo Stars and Eyimba at the stadium in Ikene in Ogun State. Because Remo Stars are really, really struggling. And as we speak, they are in the second half of the table. And they are the defending champions. They've played a number of equal games. So maybe we might be seeing a new champions after all. But time will tell, because they still have about 13 or more games to be played in the season. Let's see how it goes for them. We go straight to England. Yes, the early fixtures that we go down is a game between Aston Villa and Arsenal. Arsenal on top of the table. That's the early fixtures. 1:30 p.m. That game will go down. Now it's going to be for Arsenal. It will be a different one entirely because they are playing against their former coach, Unai Emery, who seems one way or the other to grab all 3 points from Arsenal. But let's hear Mikel Arteta ahead of that game that will go down in the next 2 hours or 3 hours thereabout.
Sim, first three.
As always.
You okay?
I am, thank you.
Good.
Okay, I guess that one is not ready for us. But meanwhile, let's give a rundown of all of the games that we go down in the EPL this weekend. Bournemouth will be up against Chelsea, 4 p.m. Everton will be up against Nottingham Forest. Man City will be at home at the Etihad Stadium as they welcome the guys from the Stadium of Light, that's Sunderland. Then we see Tottenham Hotspur take on Brentford. Newcastle United will be up against Burnley. Leeds United, tricky Leeds United up against Liverpool. Which of these games will thrill you this weekend?
Number one, I'm going to look at Aston Villa and Arsenal. Sorry. And after Aston Villa and Arsenal, I will look at Leeds versus Man U and Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah. So Arsenal, I think this is the time that everybody expect them to start dropping slowly.
That's what you expected. You said against Chelsea, against Tottenham Hotspur, they got maximum point. Against Chelsea, they did same.
At least they drop against Chelsea.
And they passed about 5 more places.
No, that's what we are saying. By now, due to what they were doing from the beginning of the season, they should be leading everybody with like 10 points. Because if you look at other teams that are behind them, like the likes of Man City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, they've not been in good form. Understand? They've been on and off. So if Arsenal could do anything, this should be a season that they should do something. But I'm still not convinced. Arsenal is still Arsenal. January, you see them dropping, and then they go back to their normal second position. That's what I expect from them. But if you look at this game, Aston Villa and Arsenal, Aston Villa can get something out of this game because you can't write them off. Their former coach, he knows them in and out. Understand? And he know how to play them even from last season. Understand? So it's going to be a hard thing for them to crack. Understand? So Aston Villa will take a point out of this game.
Aston Villa will definitely take a point. So he's seen a draw in that game. Now, Bournemouth, Chelsea.
Chelsea. Bournemouth has been, for the past 5 games, they've not win. So they've been dropping points a lot. So Chelsea, it should be an easy one for Chelsea. It should be an easy one.
Should be an easy one for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay, if we have the interview of Enzo Maresca or probably Arne Slot, let's see if we can take any of those on, including Arteta, because these are the teams that we are focusing on this weekend. For Arne Slot, Leeds United, a tricky one. We saw what Leeds United did to Chelsea. Yes, I was even thinking that, but for Leeds United, I think it's always goals for Leeds United. But let's see if we can take that of Arne Slot ahead of this weekend games against. Okay, we have Arne Slot. Let's take Arne Slot.
Sim, first three.
As always.
You okay?
I am, thank you.
Good. Arlo, what steps do you feel you've taken in the past week with 4 points from a couple of games just to start turning things around?
Now, the first thing you said in your question, 4 points out of 2 games, is different than the last 2 home games we've played, which we've both lost and conceded 7 goals. And in the last 2 games, we were 1 deflection away from keeping 2 clean sheets. I said against West Ham, the good thing for us was that they didn't score their one and only chance. And the same thing happened again in this game. They did not score the only chance they had. And you're looking at me. But they did score, yeah, but that for me was not a chance. The only chance they had was after 93 minutes when they went 1-on-1 to the goalkeeper. So that's a step forward if you compare that to 7 goals conceded in 2 games. We did not concede a set piece in both games, which is also important. As a result of that, maybe we got 2 results. And I think there are also positives to take from the players we've brought in during the summer that I see they are getting more and more consistent in their performances. Florian is maybe the most obvious one, but I see the same with Milos Kerkez as well. Alex scored his first goal a game ago. So yeah, there are positives to take, but of course still not where we want to be. Let that be obvious and clear. But there are also, compared to where we were after the last two losses with 3-0 and 4-1, there are also things that we've done better.
Probably expected that with Mo being benched for 2 games, you would expect a lot of chat about him. But I'm going to put it a different way. The fact that you turned to Mo at half-time against Sunderland, how much of an indication is that of a return to the starting lineup maybe this weekend, rather than 2 consecutive games on the bench being an indication that his game time could become more limited when he's obviously not away at AFCON?
No, but I think for every player is in my mind to start a game of football, because we have so many good players, and Mo has been such an exceptional player for us. So he's always, I don't know which word you use, but he's always in my mind to either start or to come in.
Can you understand all the chat around him though?
Yeah, of course. That's maybe he even deserves that, because he's been so influential for this club and for me and for his teammates for 6 or 7 years, I think, already. So yeah, it's completely normal.
Arne Slot, Liverpool's manager, speaking ahead of that game that we go down this weekend. Liverpool are 9th on the log with 22 points. Just below Arsenal, below United, also with goal difference, because we have a lot of teams with 22 points. Brighton, Man United, Liverpool, all with 22 points. Crystal Palace, Sunderland, 23 points. The gap not much at all. But if Liverpool will be able to get all maximum points, they move up to 25 points behind Aston. That means they turn back to the top 4. Depends on the outcome of the other games. That's for Liverpool. But do you see them getting something against Leeds United?
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
This same league that played Chelsea last week.
I see goals. I definitely see goals. I know goals. I know definitely be goals. Yeah. But I don't know who will come out tops.
I think Liverpool are going through a process now. Last season, after Diego Jota demise, and then we look at someone like Trent-Arnold leaving to Real Madrid. We look at this other guy at Bayern Munich, and I think they've not really bringing those players that can really fit into those positions. Because if you see those players that left, they are very important players last season in their position. I think they've not really bringing people that can really do that work. And then you also look at Salah this season. Salah has really dropped in form. So it's not the Salah that we know last season. Even you also even go ahead to look at someone like Van Dijk. Van Dijk is making some stupid, silly errors these days. Like last one that he did that cost them goals.
Is it the same thing with William Troost-Ekong?
No, I think that is really affecting. So I pity their manager, because if you ask me, it's not as if the manager is not good, because I hear a lot of fans saying that the man should go.
This is the second season.
Yeah. So it's not about the manager. The manager, I think those positions, they've not really fixed them well, and then they think it's affecting the team heavily. So they need to do something about all this.
Okay, now let's take the interview of Enzo Maresca, because Chelsea will be on the road to Bournemouth this weekend also. Enzo Maresca.
Anyone you're expecting back?
No, just
anyone that needs rest.
Just Moy is suspended, and then we don't have any new injury.
No, just Lavia. We were just talking. I don't know whether we ever got to the bottom of him and when he might be back.
It's a muscle problem, and we don't know yet when he can be back.
Any more detail than that? No. It's like long term, short term. No.
We don't know.
When you've had a result, but more of a performance that you did on Wednesday, how do you react? How have you seen the players react? When you watched it back, were you angry? How do you convey that? Do you shout? Do you scream? Do you leave the players to kind of consider it themselves? Do you pick people out? Explain your process, because that's, I don't know, what do you say, one of the worst performances of your season so far?
Since the end of the game, I didn't see the players because we come back from Leeds yesterday afternoon, and I will see the players in a while, and we're gonna have time just to focus on tomorrow game, because probably in less than 24 hours we have another game.
I know you always like to look forward, but when you've had a performance like that, surely you do have to look back and ask some questions.
Yeah, we
of the players.
Yeah, I didn't. I just said I didn't see the players yesterday, but I watched the game back for sure. We did many things bad. Probably we also paid the bill to play 1 hour with 10 players against Arsenal. We also probably paid the bill in terms of Leeds away. Probably in some way can be more complicated than the previous game. And as I said, we watch the game, and there are things that for sure we need to avoid in the future.
I know you've talked a lot about rotation, and I know you are protecting certain players and certain minutes, and you had a very long season, and you hope to have a very long season.
Okay, that was Enzo Maresca ahead of that game that we go down today, 4 p.m., Bournemouth and Chelsea. You heard Enzo?
My coach.
Your coach.
He was saying that it probably is because of fatigue that they played 10 men against Arsenal all through. But I don't buy that excuse at all. Why don't you still maintain your defense? Why do you have to bring in Tosin? You know that Tosin plays, and then he's not a fast player to withstand those leads that are so fast, and they are so agile and so strong in terms of physical fitness. They are good, and then you have to use Tosin and then use Badiashile to pair with him in that very game. I didn't buy that. And then in the midfield, a whole lot of his changes were bad that day. It's not about being fatigued or something. Why don't you still use it? Okay, you see that the game was going against you. Why don't you introduce the same James that was like a rock in that Arsenal game? Why don't you still introduce him, even if it is 20 minutes? Introduce him, let him stabilize that defense.
He definitely had a game plan for us now, and
then he did not.
There was no game plan for Leeds United.
That's what he's saying, because even on Thursday, he said that they didn't meet on Thursday. That means even tomorrow, today's game, we are not even sure, because they didn't meet. Understand? They only met I think yesterday, which was Friday. They didn't meet on Thursday.
Okay,
he kept on saying that.
Man City has a tricky game at home to Sunderland. That's a tricky game, and he's complaining about his leaky defense. In 1 word, 6 seconds, or probably 1 minute, what will that game be for you, City and Sunderland?
Sunderland and City. Sunderland, they are very stubborn side.
Very stubborn. Side.
And then what they do is that they will mark you down. They make sure that you commit error, and then maybe make sure that they also pressurize your defense a little bit. And then he is complaining about his defense, and I think he need to do something about it. They say the best form of defense is to attack. Maybe if you attack them more, and then he can cover up the lapses of the defense.
Do you see City dropping points this weekend?
Yes.
City dropping points this weekend.
Sunderland.
Is Arsenal going to drop points this weekend?
Arsenal will drop.
Will Liverpool drop point this weekend?
Liverpool will drop.
Will Chelsea drop point this weekend?
I'm not sure.
Definitely, this is where we'll draw the curtains on the show. This morning, we'll have to look at other games. We'll have other games to actually look at, so I have to go track them so that I can bring the very best to you on a Monday morning. Pastor Bassi, it's good to have you back on the show.
Thank you, sir. It's always good to talk sport.
It's always good to talk sport. Truly appreciate you. And to everyone, watching us out there, make sure you just keep keep that just stay tuned or glued to your TV set. That is Rapid TV for more and more coming from here. While I still remain Ijoma Victor, do have yourself a wonderful weekend. See you again on Monday, 8:30.